good afternoon. You're watching India Today with me, Nabila Jamal. I'm currently here in Karnataka. In fact, the south has been the epicenter of Cyclone Taukte. I'm going to take you through glimpses of that. Let's take a quick look. Cyclone Taukte, which has been now declared as a serious cyclone by the IMD. It's now heading towards the coastal region of Gujarat. In fact, the cyclone is now heading towards the center of the southern bulge of Gujarat and is expected to make landfall near Diu by this evening. Rains accompanied with strong winds has lashed Mumbai, forcing closure of the airport until 4 p.m. Operations of Mumbai monorail has also been suspended for the day. BMC in Mumbai has now appealed to people not to venture out into the coastal areas. These are visuals coming in from Mumbai. Bandra-Worli Sea Link has also been closed for commuters until further notice. Orange alert has now been issued for Mumbai, Thane and Palghar districts, and there is red alert for Raigad district. The NDRF has now deployed over 50 teams in Gujarat for evacuation and rescue. So far, nearly 1.5 lakh people have been shifted from low-lying coastal areas in Gujarat. Flight operations at Surat Airport has been suspended until 6 p.m. In fact, we see that the severe cyclone Taukte in Goa too, 2 people lost their lives so far. Over 100 houses have been damaged due to strong winds. Several roads in the state remain blocked. And Kerala, which is also the worst hit by the cyclone, Kerala's cyclonic winds now led to damage of property. Heavy rains caused waterlogging in several parts of Alappuzha. In fact, as of now, 6 people have lost their lives, 4 in Karnataka, 2 deaths in Goa, that's been reported. Let me quickly cut across to Pankaj Upadhyay joining us live along with Gopi. Pankaj from Mumbai, we have Gopi from Kerala. Pankaj, over to you. We hear that Mumbai has been reeling under this cyclone, heavy rains. Is the BMC prepared to handle the rot?
So Nabila, the condition right now is that it is raining very heavily in many parts of Mumbai. And the BMC, that is the Brihan Mumbai Municipal Corporation, says that the next few hours are going to be very critical. Now the cyclone is passing almost parallel to the Mumbai coast. And that is the reason why we are seeing such heavy rainfall in several suburban areas of Mumbai. Look at the sea right now. It is ferocious, it is rough. And it is going to be the situation for the next couple of hours. And right now, as I see, the visibility is also dropping. I'm currently at the Bandra-Worli Sea Link on the Bandra side, right. And the Sea Link has been closed. At the same time, the monorail operations have also been closed. Seeing the drop in visibility, right. The Mumbai airport operations right. have also been dropped till 4 p.m. Yes, Nabila.
All right, so we know measures have been taken. Let me quickly cut across to Sahil Joshi, who brings us this report from the Bandra-Worli Sea Link.
And this is Mumbai's famous Sea Link. You can see the rising waves. The Sea Link has been closed for traffic, but the wind speed is high, and that is the reason why you're not allowed to go on the Sea Link. There are cases of trees uprooted, many branches have fallen down. Hardly any traffic on the road at this point of time, but at the same time you can see that the Coast Guard and the police is taking rounds on the Mumbai's various coasts so that the people shouldn't venture out near this coast. At the same time, the BMC has asked people not to venture out at this point of time. They have closed down the vaccination. The COVID centers have been emptied at this point of time. The patients have been shifted to the hospital, especially on those patients who are on the oxygen. There are cranes which has been set up on the roads so that if the trees are fallen, it can be shifted from there. There is a lot of work going on at this point of time, infrastructure work in Mumbai, but the cyclone, the heavy wind speed has hit all the work. It has completely stopped. It is expected that by the evening, the wind speed will go down, the rains will stop, but there is an intermittent rain shower everywhere in Mumbai at this point of time. With cameraman Vaibhav, साहिल जोशी इन मुंबई फॉर इंडिया टुडे।
आप देख सकते हैं कि जो वेरावल का समुद्र तट है वो काफ़ी रफ हो चुका है और यहाँ पे जो पुलिस है, पुलिस भी अब लोगों को जो समुद्र के किनारे पे सुबह सुबह आए हुए थे उन लोगों को यहाँ पे खदेड़ने का काम पुलिस ने भी शुरू कर दिया है। साथ ही एनडीआरएफ की जो टीमें हैं वो भी पूरे गुजरात में तैनात कर दी गई है और ख़ास करके जो कोस्टल इलाके हैं, समुद्र तट वाले शहर है, वहाँ पे इस टीमों को तैनात कर दिया गया है। वही कोविड केयर सेंटर की बात की जाए तो यहाँ पे भी जो आईसीयू ऑन व्हील है उसको स्टैंड बाय पे रखा गया है। साथ ही सभी जो अस्पताल है, जो कोविड के अस्पताल है, उनको बताया गया है कि वो 24 घंटे का ऑक्सीजन जो है वो सरप्लस लेकर चले। कहीं पे भी सड़क अगर बंद हो जाएगी और ऑक्सीजन की जो ट्रक्स वगैरह नहीं पहुंच पाएगी तो दिक्कत होगी, जिसके चलते ये कहा गया है कि वो ऑक्सीजन भी 24 घंटे का सरप्लस लेके चले। बिजली के लिए जनरेटर सेट रखाने के लिए कहा गया। आप देख सकते हैं जो पुलिस है, पुलिस यहाँ पे पहुंची हुई है। पुलिस जो मॉर्निंग वॉक करने यहाँ पे समुद्र के तट पे लोग पहुंचे हुए थे उनको अब खदेड़ने का काम यहाँ पे पुलिस ने शुरू कर दिया है ताकि जो लोग हैं वो यहाँ से हट जाए और जब साइक्लोन का असर है वो जब यहाँ पे हो तो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों को नुकसान ना हो। कैमरामैन उज्जवल ओझा के साथ गोपी घांगर, वेरावल।
Quickly cut across to Gopi Krishnan Unnithan, who's joining us from Kerala. Trichy, Gopi, we know Kerala, many parts has been devastated. People there out on the streets with their house succumbing to this kind of floods owing to the cyclone. Take us through exactly what the Kerala government is doing to give them some relief.
Well, Nabila, today if you look at Kerala, things are entirely different because we can see stark contrast between the scenario over the last 24 hours. Right now I am at Alappuzha and Kuttanad more specifically, which is considered as a rice bowl of Kerala. What you see behind me is a vast paddy field which is completely inundated by the waters which was triggered because of the rain which was triggered due to the influence of this cyclone Taukte. So what has happened here is that this rain lashed and this whole paddy field was inundated after immediately after they completed their harvesting. So what you see here are the paddies that they have kept here for drying. So in the last 3-4 days of rain, all these paddies that were actually harvested, that was completely inundated and it was all wet. So today, because the sun is out and it's nice, bright and shiny, the farmers, they have decided to keep it out here on the roads for drying. So once it's dried, they can send it to the mill and which will be part of the procurement. But the challenge here for the people, I'll show you over here, is that these small sets of paddy which has started sprouting. If you can see these white lines over here, it has started sprouting because it was left unattended in watery conditions for about 3-4 days. That is why it has started sprouting. So this could be a challenge for the farmers over here because it is very unlikely that the sprouted paddies will not be cleared or being taken by this mill. So if that doesn't happen, it's a huge loss for them. So what they are doing is they are trying to dry as much as they can. They're just piling it up into sacks and that will be transported to the mills where the government is procuring the paddy from these farmers. So this is how they're trying to recoup themselves and bring their lives back to normal after 3-4 days of heavy rains and winds across Kerala.
All right. Gopi, stay with us. I'm going to quickly toss this to Mustafa, who's by Churchgate, Mumbai. Mustafa, we do know that Mumbai, many parts inundated. It can't handle a regular rain there. The cyclone-induced storm is really hard for Mumbai to take. What's the situation behind you?
Yes, of course, Nabila, the winds are still blowing at a huge speed since Monday morning. If you show us beyond this is a road which leads to Mantralaya in Mumbai, and you will see that it's a waterlogged road and the cars are barely able to pass by this road. And plus the winds are blowing. There are many parts in the South Mumbai, which is known as the posh area of the city, where there is floodings reported because the work for metro, work for coastal roads are going on, and hence these areas are getting to see some waterlogging which since morning. The other important part here remains is that the cyclone presence very much can be felt in Mumbai. The rains have not stopped. The winds are blowing and the wind speed increases suddenly, which leads to tree collapse, which leads to sheds being uprooted and other damages are being continuously done. This is happening since Monday morning. If you see the waterlogged area which we are showing you, this leads to Mantralaya. We are near Nariman Point and you will see many parts of South Mumbai flooded like this. The only respite is that there was warnings given to the citizens not to venture out of their houses, and hence we are getting to see less traffic and less inconvenience. But what has been the extent of damage, we'll know only once the cyclone passes by this evening. But now, at this point of time, it's raining heavily, there is wind speed blowing, there is waterlogging, there is 3 collapse incidents being reported from Mumbai. Back to you.
Right. Mustafa, thank you very much for joining us with those details. We had to address the situation. Cyclone Taukte has ravaged many parts of India, especially the coastal region. Let's hope it calms off. In fact, it's currently headed towards Gujarat. NDRF teams are right there on the spot to handle the crisis right there.